They can't stop this blue wave. MAGA can do whatever they want to do. MAGA would not be able to stop this blue wave. See, they can't handle this whooping that the blue wave is laying on them because I'm stating facts and I'm coming with my receipts and they don't like it. And if I say anything about being black, I'm a black woman, so I'm going to talk about it. I'm excited about being a black woman. I still love my white people too, but I'm going to talk about you, what you're doing that's wrong. And I'm going to talk about these mediocre white men that's doing wrong in our country. And Donald Trump is a leader of a mediocre white man. So we're going to get back to where we stopped at because, you know, we ain't going nowhere. The blue wave for life. Hello, I'm back, everybody. Say it loud. I'm back. Hello, I love y'all. So we're going to continue with this. So, Lord, lay him to rest before 2026. The next video I'm going to show you, you're going to know why I'm saying this. Lord, lay him to rest before 2026. He's old, senile, and feeble. He's ready for the nursing home to finish off Bubba. He want to go finish off Bubba in the nursing home. Hold on.
You know America's richest black man was rejected 47 times before getting his first Wall Street job? Robert F. Smith had engineering degrees from Cornell and Columbia, but every major investment bank turned him down. They kept saying he didn't fit the culture. For years, he knocked on doors, sent resumes, and faced the same answer over and over. Finally, in 1994, Goldman Sachs gave him a chance. He spent the next 6 years as often the only black person in rooms full of white executives. But he was watching, learning, and planning something bigger. In 2000, he left to start Vista Equity Partners, focusing on enterprise software companies that Wall Street had completely ignored. While others chased flashy deals, he quietly built an empire in boring business software. Today, his net worth sits at $7 billion. In 2019, he shocked a Morehouse graduating class by promising to pay off all their student debt. $34 million just like that. 47 rejections led to generational wealth and generational change. Did you know America's richest black man?
It's about helping the community. Purpose. Donald Trump hasn't done anything to help the community. He hasn't done anything like go to the children's school to give out gifts, read to them. But who has? President Barack Obama. He's no longer president, but he is doing the duties of Donald Trump. And Donald Trump don't know how to be a man of dignity and get out there and go to the school and help the children. But President Barack Obama has done just that. But we're gonna jump back into the Trump administration. Hold on, y'all, because my battery is going dead on my phone, but I ain't gonna shut my mouth, MAGA. Hold on. One moment, everybody. Hold on. My battery going dead. Just a moment. Okay, hold on, y'all. I got you. Mama love you, honey. I love all of y'all. Let me know if you can hear me because my phone was going dead. Can you hear me? Josh, can you hear me, King? So we're going to take a listen. The Trump administration is whitewashing our country. And this is coming from the white community, okay? You can hear me? Okay, thank you, my love.
I am so sick of this war on woke and the ethnic cleansing of our country. Don't believe me? Just look at how they're whitewashing our history. We are now going to mint $1 coins with Donald Trump's face on them and some pilgrims for the quarters. Apparently the abolition of slavery and the women's suffrage movement did not make the cut. Earlier this year, DoD websites removed the Tuskegee Airmen, Alfred Masters, William Carney, Charles C. Rogers, the 54th Massachusetts Regiment, Jackie Robinson, Colin Powell, Medgar Evers, the Japanese 442nd Regiment, Ola Mildred Rexroth, and the Navajo Code Talkers. Arlington National Cemetery removed links to modules on African American history, Hispanic American history, and women's history. The Department of the Interior issued a memo ordering national park gift shops to remove merchandise promoting DEI, including books related to Native American history and items featuring Frederick Douglass. An image and a quote from Harriet Tubman were removed from the introductory National Parks website titled, "What is the Underground Railroad?" and subsequently replaced with images of stamps of black and white abolitionists highlighting black and white cooperation, and altered the text to focus on the Underground Railroad as an expression of American ideals of liberty and freedom. Several references to enslaved people and the Fugitive Slave Act of 1850 were also deleted. The administration even began removing artifacts from the Smithsonian's National Museum of African American and Culture, including a Woolworth lunch counter, following an executive order criticizing improper ideology in national museums. Trump's executive order also put a pause on activities related to several identity months, including Black History Month and Juneteenth. Now, the Trump administration's official response was that some of the removals were the result of an automated review process or a mistake. Some content was later restored, and the administration has defended its actions, saying it's an effort to create neutral spaces that serve all visitors and what it termed radical and wasteful government DEI programs. Also, Martin Luther King Jr. Day and Juneteenth have been removed from the national park's free entry days. They've been replaced with Flag Day, which happens to be Donald Trump's birthday, and Constitution Day. These are an awful lot of coincidences for an administration whose supporters claim isn't racist. I am so sick of this war on woke.
Donald Trump wants to have a day for the Constitution, but he doesn't abide by the Constitution at all. That man doesn't live by the Constitution. He does whatever he wants. Show me something that Donald Trump has abided by the Constitution. Nobody in my chat will be able to show me that. Mega can't show me that. Donald Trump doesn't care about this country. He cares about fattening his pockets and his children's pockets and his billionaire friends. He was not a true billionaire till he got in office this term, which is his second term. It was not a consecutive term because it was Donald Trump from 2016. Then, you know, we had our election in 2020, and he was out of the door in 2021, January. And then we had President Joe Biden. So it wasn't a consecutive, like, one term to the next term. No, because President Joe Biden won. But he consistently tell that lie that he actually won in 2020 and that President Joe Biden didn't win. He's still doing that too. But anyway. I'm gonna show you something that's gonna speak about how the schools didn't educate us, it programmed us. Hold on.
Black people on this continent 4,000 years before Columbus was born. Right. We need to stop believing the myth. In this country, what we call education is actually indoctrination. And it takes us from the age of 5 to the age of 18 to thoroughly indoctrinate people so that they will believe in the myth of white superiority. And it is a myth. Right. Now, you can't do that while you're teaching that Columbus discovered America. Right. There were black people on this continent 4,000 years before Columbus was born. Right. We teach black history in the schools as if it started with slavery. We all came from the same black women, 300,000 to 500,000 years ago. The human race began with black women. My cousins, and you are all my cousins. Make no mistake about this, we are all 30th to 50th cousins because we all have the same black great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmother back there 300,000 to 500,000 years ago. There were black people on this continent 4,000 years before Columbus was born. Right. We need to stop believing the myth.
Black people was in North America, in the USA, 4,000 years before Christopher Columbus was ever birthed. And the white race is only 6,000 years old. Do the math. Okay, Trump must go. What I'm talking about, this is in D.C. They are in front of the White House, and they're chanting, "The people united," said Donald Trump indicted. Hold on, okay?
People united, say Donald Trump's indicted. The people united, say Donald Trump's indicted. The people united, say Donald Trump's indicted. Trump must go now. Trump must go now. Trump must go.
They in front of the White House, y'all.
Trump must go now. Trump must go now.
The people united. Donald Trump must be indicted. I agree with everything they saying, y'all. Yeah, y'all right, all right, all right. Y'all know I do. I'm not crazy about that man. He hurting everybody. Everybody. White, black, purple, green, brown, whatever color. Donald Trump is not helping America. He's hurting America. Hold on, y'all. So we're going to listen to our girl. Again, she's going to give the perception is everything. And she asked white women to hold their anger for 5 minutes. And they couldn't. Hold on.
Perception is everything. White people look vicious and ugly and non-caring and cruel and arrogant and powerful and condescending and angry. Are you angry?
Trying not to.
Trying not to be. Now, does that take a lot of energy?
Yes.
Yes. Are you holding it in?
Yes.
Yes. And are you trying really, really hard not to react to me?
Yes.
Yes. And are you trying really hard not to look at me?
At the moment, yes.
Yes. Why?
Because I don't want to make myself more upset.
You don't want to make yourself more upset by looking at me.
Yes.
Right. Does that take a lot of time, a lot of energy?
Yes.
Yes. Is that hard for you?
Yes.
Could you develop an ulcer over this? If you had to do it every day, what would happen to your blood pressure?
It would rise.
Yeah. If somebody stood over you and you knew it was going to happen every day, or you expected it to happen every day, or it happened when you didn't expect it to, or it happened to your kids every day, after it happened to your mother every day. Now, getting right along.
I heard what you were saying.
You're doing it again.
What you were
You're
saying.
doing it again.
I don't care.
You're doing it
Because
again.
it's wrong.
You're
You
doing it again.
persecuted her for standing
You're
up.
doing it again.
Persecuted him for standing up. The only change that ever happens is when people stand out. They don't have to stand back too long.
Martin Luther King Jr. was shot. Are you in any physical danger here? Are you in any physical danger here? Is that girl in any physical danger here? Emmett Till was hanged by his neck after he was beaten almost to death, simply because he made a statement to a white woman. Perception is everything. White people...
She's right. Perception is everything. So our perception is we're going to make sure we get out there in 2026. And what we're going to do, we're going to have a blue wave. And because reception is everything, what my white brothers and sisters going to do, you're going to make sure we have that blue wave all through all these states. This time, y'all not going to say you're going to do something, you're going to do it. But what's sad, some of you did actually vote for VP Kamala Harris. But Elon, with his little Twitter fingers, did something so Donnie could be in that White House. So I cannot hold it to all of you about what has happened because I believe you. Because when I was working to help with the election, people actually did vote, and they was like, they called and they couldn't even find their ballots. Because they want to know where they vote when they knew they voted for her. Because in certain states, they know how to give percentage of what white people voted, what black people voted for whoever, the two candidates. And I believe, my beautiful white people, that a lot of them did actually vote for VP Kamala Harris. But this election, in my opinion, was stolen. Donald Trump said the election was rigged in his favor, and I played it on this channel several times, and you heard it come from his paper-thin bubble lips, just like I did, all right? More on the Epstein situation, and this is coming from Jasmine Crockett, okay?
Of his change of direction when it comes to wanting to release the Epstein files.
Oh, I don't think that there's a change of direction. I mean, I think that they finally came up with whatever their scheme is going to be to make sure that he is quote unquote protected from, you know, all of his dirtiest secrets being revealed. But the reality is that we know that he's a nasty individual. We know that he's a creep. I mean, we knew this. They knew this when they voted for him the very first time and the second time, and for those that voted for him the third time, because we had the tape, the Hollywood Access tape, where he was talking about grabbing women by the pee. We had the lawsuits that have been filed against him, where he and Jeffrey Epstein were named together as being rapists. So, like, this is a matter of people just not wanting to see what's in front of them. It's amazing how people can come up with, you know, all kinds of stories on people they don't like and then ignore the truth about people that they do like. And I don't understand why they like him so much, because he clearly don't like them. Because when 42 million people, and I know some of them had to be MAGA, when they needed to line...
Uh-oh, sorry about that, y'all. Hold on.
Had to be MAGA. When they needed to line up to get their EBT, and it wasn't nothing there, he didn't care. So, you know, I think that people need to get back to prioritizing themselves and their families and their future instead of being dragged to hell by this dude who obviously has them in a cult.
Yeah, MAGA, you're in a cult. It's pretty much like the Jim Jones cult, but you won't own that you're in a cult. You're in a cult, baby. Come on up and down from his pissy depends, and let's say a prayer together. Dear Heavenly Father, I'm here with you, God, and I'm praying for MAGA, God. I ask that they give their soul to you, God, because they are lost. They have been led to the waters to drown themselves by Donnie. Donnie doesn't care about them, Lord. Save their souls. In your name I pray, Heavenly Father. Amen. So we're going to continue with this good old sermon I got for you, okay? So Trump man regrets his vote for Donald Trump. Hold on.
It's my understanding you also voted for President Trump.
Yes, sir.
Why did you vote for him?
Because I was an idiot.
Can you be more
Because
specific?
the 80% of the evangelical Christian people were lied to, if you really want to know the truth, and that's exactly what happened. They said criminal, and I believe criminals need to be off the street.
I just want to make sure people watching this understand who you are.
Well,
and who
criminals
Donna
need
is.
to be off the street, and I agree with that.
They're not
That's
criminals.
what's sold. Correct. But if you watch the news channels even today, they're talking about all the heinous criminals that they're getting. And truth be told, there's been about 800 actual criminals that they've gotten off the street. The
Donna
rest of
is
them-
also the mother of a Marine,
Yes.
an active Marine in Okinawa today.
Yes, sir. We actually have his dog.
Mr. Brown, it's my understanding you also voted for President Trump.
Yes, sir.
Why did you vote for him?
Because I was an idiot.
This king said he was an idiot. How many idiots in my chat right now who voted for Donald Trump? He said he was an idiot. So MAGA, what does that make you? MAGA's an idiot. Hey, it is what it is, baby. You need to get off that short bus. I've been telling you, get off the short bus. Okay? So the originators of cowboys. Let's go do a little history, okay?
People don't know is that the original term cowboy was a derogatory term.
See, the white man was the cattleman. The black man was the cowboy. He used to say, hey, boy, go get that cow there, cowboy.
People that weren't black that were called cowboys, it was an insult. They would call them ranch hands, cow punch, or whatever. But a cowboy was a name exclusively for the black people or the slaves that took care of the cows.
And then when the name got to be so popular, the whites started calling themselves a cowboy also. So what became a nickname, what was a nickname for a black, became a popular name for all the cowboys.
So it must have been something about the way the original cowboys did their job that made that term become popular. It made it be an honor to be a cowboy.
History is important. Donald Trump trying to remove all black history, but I'm going to give it to you sometimes. And I don't do it all the time because I don't want to just drown you in all the black history. Then you start complaining and reporting that all she's showing is some black people. No, that ain't what I do. But every now and then I want to throw a little history in there, okay? Black women and men brought civilization and soap to Europe.
The civilization we have in Europe today was brought to us by black people. They showed us how to use soap, be clean, behave like a decent human being. They have to hide that history from you people because knowing your true history is knowing your true power. That means you break out from that system of racism. When white people came to Africa, they came showing themselves as superior to the black people, digging out things that black people taught them. You know, what we don't have in our history books is that the civilization we have in Europe today was brought to us by black people. Even black people don't know that. Even many, many black people don't know that. They don't know that the Moors, they were West Africans and North Africans and Central Africans that came to Europe and ruled Spain. They brought civilization to us. They showed us how to use soap, how to be clean, how to behave like a decent human being, you know? All these things we didn't know that before the Moors brought civilization to Spain. Did you know that the Moors ruled in Spain for 700 years? Where is that in our history books? It's nowhere to be found. Because why? If you are giving black people that power of having once ruled over white people, wouldn't black people start like kind of questioning, oh, we were once at that point of having such a power in a white man's country over white people, and where are we now? So of course they have to hide that history from you people because Knowing your true history is knowing your true power. And knowing your true power means you will break out from that system of racism.
Knowing history empowers you to break out of isms, racism, sexism, classism, because you aren't your race, gender, or age. Your body is, but you're not your body, you're a spirit. The spirit you are has no race, gender, age, or limits. The spirit you are is a light. Keep shining.
Keep shining. Everybody in my chat, the spirit you are, keep shining. We are all God's angels, and we all have a glow about us. Just keep shining. All of us. One moment, please. Just a moment, my beautiful kings and queens. Hold on just a little while longer. I ain't going to keep you much longer, okay? I just like us to get a little education, because after a while, we ain't going to be able to find any history books. They're going to get mad at y'all too, MAGA. You're not excluded from this whipping from Donald Trump. Hold on. Okay, where is it? Okay.
Hey, gringos, let me tell you something. Did you know Mexico is Arizona? Mexico is California, is Texas? See, let me tell you gringos something. You gringos stole this land, man. You stole the land, and then you're trying to say that you conquered it. You did it greasily. You didn't do it righteously. You understand? And also, let me tell you something. You cowards are not warriors, because you know, you won't never go up against Russia. You won't never go up against China. You only go up against poor little Mexican women and hard-working Mexican men. You understand? That's who you go up against and war against. You war against people that's already beaten down and trodden down. Hey, gringos, let me tell you something. Did you know Mexico is...
I've been told y'all this. It's not just Arizona, Texas, and California that Mexico actually, it belongs to Mexico. That's why I have a problem with even some of my people do it. I see them and I hear them say it, that they don't belong here. Yes, they do. Brown people belong here just as much as black, white, anybody else. They do. They definitely belong here more than Melania Trump, because she's not from here at all. She has an Einstein visa. How did you get it? So you just great in what? Giving some head? Giving some head? Is that what it is, Melania? Because there's nothing that you have any talent in. Nothing. You don't have any talent in anything. What is Melania Trump good at? She laid with an old man. Twice her age or more. That's her talent? Okay, I'll give it to you, girl. But you, as an immigrant, you can't speak good English. They wanted to get rid of all the Mexican people. Say they can't speak English. Speak English. You see a Mexican, a Venezuelan, or whoever speaking in Spanish, you got a problem with it, and you'll tell them to speak English in this country. But Melania Trump cannot speak English worth a crap. Broken English. She must be deported. All right, all right, all right. One moment, please. I got a little bit more for you, then we're going to get out of here in about 7 minutes, okay? Pass the communion plate around. Pass the church plate around, too. Hey, come on now. I'm giving you this good sermon. Enjoy it. Just a moment, you guys. I got to get some more water, you know. I'm a woman that's in my 50s. Bear with me. Got to have my water, baby. Yeah, mama got to drink her water. Just a moment, everybody. So the FBI director caught in the Epstein cover-up. Listen again. The FBI director caught in the Epstein cover-up. Hold on.
So before you joined the FBI, you railed against it for covering up Jeffrey Epstein's human trafficking ring. Let me refresh your memory with this clip.
It has Epstein's list. They're sitting on it. That doesn't seem like something you should do. You're protecting the world's foremost predator. That seems like an evil thing to do, regardless of who may be embarrassed in the release of that list.
Sorry, y'all.
Why is the FBI protecting the greatest pederast, the largest scale pederast in human history?
Simple, because of who's on that list.
So you finished that December 2023 interview with a challenge to the FBI and harsh words for Republicans in Congress for not getting the Epstein files out to the public. You can see this clip.
boy pants and let us know who the pedophiles are.
Put on your big boy pants and let us know who the pedophiles are, you said. You emphasized that the president and FBI director each had complete authority to release Epstein's client list. You said Epstein's black book is under the, quote, direct control of the director of the FBI. Look at this clip.
This is way off the topic, but who has Jeffrey Epstein's
Black book?
Black book?
FBI.
But who? That is, I mean,
Well, that's under direct control of the director of the FBI.
All right, so you were sworn in as director more than 200 days ago. Now the black book is under your direct control. So why haven't you released the names of Epstein's co-conspirators in the rape and sex trafficking of young women and girls? Director Patel, before you joined...
See, Cash Patel, little brown boy. The little brown boy that thinks he's white, that's browner than me, and I'm brown and black. Little brown boy, but I'm black. Little brown boy. Cash Patel. You need to make your mind up what story you're going to put out there. Because first, you was hula hooping with a tight miniskirt on and your nails painted pink saying that, yeah, they need to release the Epstein files. But now you, the FBI director, you see now. You hear no evil, see no evil, but you speak evil because you won't speak the truth. Release the Epstein files. How about that, Cash Patel? So, this is about good and bad news for Americans. I told y'all previously that whites move more contraband than any other race in this country. Take a listen to what this young man has to say, the good and the bad news for America.
Good news, Americans. The reason for your fentanyl epidemic has been found, and the main culprit is not Venezuela. It is the Sackler family. Also, bad news, Americans, because they gave money to jdvance's senatorial campaign, they will not be prosecuted. Have a great day. Good news,
So,
Americans.
the people that moves it the most in this country are the Caucasians, and it was said that they have given to jdvance campaigning. I'm not sure on that, but I want to show you that so you can marinate on it because I got something for you tomorrow, okay? So Trump, this is said, I'm coming for Texas, and this is our girl Jasmine Crockett, okay?
The candidate who is constantly attacked and seen as a threat, it's because I am. I'm a threat to the system that's been holding us back from our full potential. I'm a threat to a system that works to protect politics as usual, that seeks to maintain the despair and unfairness in our state. I'm a threat to those that have lost their moral compass, abandoned their purpose, and want to be kings instead of public servants. I'm the only candidate in this race who has served on the federal level, has taken on this administration, and sought accountability. I'm the only one who has gone toe-to-toe with Donald Trump, and there's a reason he's always got my name in his mouth. Well, Trump, I know you're watching, so let me
See that girl.
directly. You're not entitled to a damn thing in Texas.
Trump, you're not entitled to anything, boo-boo. The only people that make you feel entitled is MAGA. Right now, us Dems, we're going to give you hell, boy. Yeah, we're going to mollywop you every day on my channel. So Epstein and Trump and a 13-year-old Katie Johnson. Hear me again. Epstein, Trump, and 13-year-old Katie Johnson, all right? And we're going to get out of here after this, okay?
Fucking news regarding the alleged rape of a 13-year-old girl, Katie Johnson, by Jeffrey Epstein and our president, Donald J. Trump. A lot of you in the comments have been asking me for the case
Hit that like button,
so
please.
I'm going to put it up here as well as read it off to you. Here it is. Case number 116-CV-04642-RA.
Thank you.
Save this video, repost it, slow it down, read that again as many times as you need, or watch it again, I should say. Sorry, freezing my ass off right now. And I'm going to read again. In these documents, it quotes word for word that she was 13. It reads word for word that it was promised to her that she would have an acting and modeling career, and that's how she was enticed. And word for word quote in here says that she was raped 4 times by Donald Trump. That pisses me off. You know what else pisses me off, we're going to turn the volume up. I'm going to call out conservative influencers such as the Patriot Dad on this app, as well as Megyn Kelly, who says, Megyn Kelly, word for word, quote, said, oh, well, Jeffrey Epstein doesn't like children. He likes the barely legal type, like 15-year-olds. Shame on you, Megyn Kelly. And the Patriot Dad, shame on you. He left a comment under one of my videos that was trying to bring light and justice for these victims and said, I have on good authority that Hunter is lying. Well, guess what? I dropped the case number. I'm not lying, pal. And shame on you for defending our president over victims. It is fucking vile. It has no place in this country and is about as un-American as it gets to protect the elite and the powerful over the good Americans that are victims, that are survivors. My name is Hunter Howell. I'm sending you my love, and because I'm freezing my ass off, please, 3 buttons over here. A comment.
Be sure to subscribe to,
repost, share with 22 of your friends, and follow me for more news.
subscribe to Awaken Evolving in the Liberal something. I can't pronounce that properly, and I'm a little exhausted at this moment too. So yeah, and the case number again is case number 116-CV-04642-RA. If you become a member to my channel, you can go get that case and read all of it. If you become a member for $6.99, you can just pay $6.99 for the Ruby membership, and the case is in there for Katie Johnson and Donald Trump. It was Katie Johnson versus Donald J. Trump and Jeffrey E. Epstein. Okay, let's see. I don't think I have anything else. We're going to be getting up out of here because I know y'all tired of me running my gums. Okay, wait a minute. We got one more thing to celebrate. This is in celebration of President Barack Obama. In Chicago, Southside unveiled an 18-feet bronze statue of their very own, Mr. Barack Obama, President Barack Obama. Let's give a round of applause, everybody. I got to turn the music off. Hold on. This is the bronze statue of President Barack Obama. Hold on. Uh-oh, hey, what happened? Hold on. I can't play music. Why is this doing? I'm trying to stop the music. Hold on. Okay, this is the bronze statue in Chicago of President Barack Obama. This is amazing. This is history. But Donald Trump, you can't remove this. You may remove black, features and things at the White House and statues and everything else, black or the white and black people in the White House, but you can't remove this. It's in Chicago. And we ain't going nowhere. We Obama people for life. We the blue wave for life. That's what we are. What are we in the chat? We the blue wave. We gotta keep getting our DMs in those seats, okay? We just had special elections. We got great people like Higgins. She won in Florida. So we got to keep doing amazing things. That queen is powerful, and we're going to make sure that we keep it going. She's going to stop ICE in Miami. We got it, y'all. We got this in the bag. We got to have faith, and we really got to get out there and make sure our vote count. And I feel so sorry, and I apologize to some of my beautiful Caucasian kings and queens, because some of you did vote for Kamala Harris, but they stole your vote. Your vote was stolen, and it's so wrong. It's not right, because y'all have been getting beat over the head by everybody that you turned on us. Some did, but a vast majority of y'all, I believe you, that you really did vote for VP Kamala Harris. But I believe in this one, 2026 election, the midterms, we're going to show out. We got to get out there and do our part. I'm going to do my part, okay? I love y'all. May God continue to enrich you and your loved ones. And I will see y'all tomorrow. I'm definitely going live tomorrow. Some weekends I don't go live. I know I told you all that I would go live this past Saturday, and I didn't. I apologize for that. I had good intentions on doing it, but I can't lie. When I cover Donald Trump, it's very draining because you're talking about a dark character. His character is dark. In my opinion, Donald Trump is the Antichrist, and I just leave it as that, okay? I love you. May God continue to bless each and every last one of you guys, and bless your loved ones, your families, your small children, your dog. I love you guys. Enjoy your evening. Bye.